Here to get my iPhone XS Max 512 gigabyte. I know the Samsung people wish that they had, annual pilgrimages to the Samsung store. Most of them will never be able to enjoy the luxury of having, phones there waiting for you to come in and test the finest in Apple cutlery. They'll never have that, but we do. Oh, the Bugatti Chiron. Oh, that's pretty fucking cool. I guess that must be a kit. It's like, yeah, if you can't afford the $3 million Bugatti Chiron, well, you can always buy this kit of Legos. So right now I'm recording off of my iPhone X, which is probably what I'm going to end up. Oh, they already got iPhone XSs there from Verizon. Yeah, so anyway, I'm recording off of my iPhone X right now. And the main reason, once again, I've already said it, but the main reason why I'm upgrading to the XS Max 512 is because I'm willing to give the big screen a big try. Maybe next year, if I think maybe it's too big, maybe I'll get a smaller one, who knows. But ultimately, the reason why I'm upgrading is specifically for the 512 gigabyte flash drive. Now, some people say, oh yeah, well, Galaxies, it's like $200 less, and we have a 512. It's like, listen. I don't want that shit. I don't want Android. I want iOS, and that's what I'm here to buy. That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get me some Android. Some Android, anti-Android. I'm gonna get me some iOS. This place should be here somewhere. Where is this place? Okay. It's here somewhere. Where is this place? No, it's here somewhere. It's probably on the other side. I don't know, I'll find it. Okay, so first I guess we gotta actually find the fucking Apple store. I never really, see, the problem is they redesigned this place. And, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, the Apple store is around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it. I never liked the way they redesigned this place. Excuse me. You know which way the Apple store is?
In the middle of the mall, second floor.
Middle of the floor. Thank you. Middle of the mall, second floor. You see, we put Apple right in the middle. See, Samsung phones, it's like we don't put them in the middle of the store because nobody would care. So basically, they just put those anywhere. They put those on the kiosks. There's always a guy from Israel selling Dead Sea salt at one of these kiosks. Usually the Samsung phones are located like right next to him. They just put them any old place. Next to the Sbarro, put them next to the McDonald's, whatever. But Apple's got to be in the center of the store. You can't be $1 trillion company unless you let everybody know. Now, I usually don't come to this mall. I usually go to a different mall. Problem was, these damn phones sold out so fast that I ended up having to come here. Jesus. Here we are. Wait, that's not it. Never mind. What the fuck is this place? So she said the center of the mall. I usually don't come here. I don't know this place that well. Should be here somewhere. Center of the mall. That's candy here. Oh no, this is aromatherapy. She said the second floor. What is this place? I wish they had signs. This sucks. I need signs. Excuse me, you know where the Apple store is? Second floor. One more down. Straight that way? Left side straight. Thank you. Damn it. I'm starting to get separation anxiety. I need my phone. I need it now. Come on, let's go. Uh-oh, here's T-Mobile. T-Mobile's for children. If you're a child, they got T-Mobile phones. And somebody popped up on my channel and said, hey, well, wait a minute right there. I'm an adult, and I've been an adult for a long time, and I use T-Mobile. Well, the one thing I can say to you is that your signal penetration is terrible, and I don't like talking to people with T-Mobile on the phone because it's like the worst reception ever. I can't stand it. It's horrible. Yeah, you know, it's funny. As nice as they try to make this mall, I hate coming here because of the parking. Must be, I think there's a lady boy, I'm not sure. Anyway. Look at how smooth this video is on this phone. Oh, here we are. Look at these lines. They got lines and shit. When's the last time you saw a line for a Samsung? I could just walk right in. Oh, she's scanning the reservations. Everybody's all happy and they got their Apple phones. Everybody's all happy. Look at this. When's the last time you saw a Samsung store like this? See, this is why Samsung people are so jealous. Because they know once a year this is what happens. They have to walk past this and they have to pretend not to see how happy everybody is because they're getting their brand newest iPhone. Samsung people hate us. But that's fine, because, you know, when you really think about it, they're down there. It's like when they go low, we go high, you know? You know, make America great again. I think I may have to stop the record for a second so I can show her my reservation. When they go low, we go high. When they go low, we go high. You know? So we're ready. We're ready. I think we're ready. We're ready. Let's go get this XS Max 512 gigabytes in my hands in a few minutes. I'm gonna get that Apple Watch too. I wanna get that Apple Watch 4, but I'm probably gonna come back for that because I have to sell the one that I currently have. I usually sell my stuff on eBay and then I get a new one.
See what they say, okay? So we stand right here.
So we're both gonna check. Photo ID.
Yes.
Okay.
For me, I'm international student, so I only have.
I'm sorry?
I only have student ID, and if it works for you, I will.
Getting it at the same time. I think they put the 8s against the wall. This must be the new one. This is what I'm
Are you
getting.
activating the phone with the carrier, or you just made the phone online? No problem. Did you get the notification that it's ready for pickup yet? Just pull up that phone. There's a barcode in there for you. While you get connected, I'm just going to scan this in the meantime. You have your barcode, sir?
Barcode, yes it is.
QR code and iPhone. You already have a reservation? Yeah?
Basically, as far, you know, it feels slightly heavier. I guess it's because of this new metal side. It feels a little heavier. I heard that they improved the glass to make it a little bit harder, to make it a little harder to scratch. I've been using iOS 12 for a couple of days, and I haven't, you know, it's not so much different that it's, you know, shockingly different. It's basically the same iOS.
Can I have your ID?
So that's hot. And it's the new one. That's what it is. So I'm just waiting for mine. I'm gonna get mine and get out.
Okay, here it is. So I scanned his first, so this is his phone.
Okay. Well, she was in front of me online, so if hers comes out, she can.
Well, just because I scanned your barcode first, hers is still coming out, so I can just get this taken care of before hers gets out. Your last name again, sir?
Which do you prefer, Android or iOS?
Oh, of course, iOS.
iOS, why?
I don't know. I think it's much better.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was surprised I saw you with the Android.
No, I've been waiting for this for like a year now.
Yeah.
I was about to buy iPhone X a few months ago, but then I heard the news about iPhone.
So you returned it?
And then I was waiting for it. I was waiting.
Oh, okay. Okay, good patience.
Good move.
Yeah, good move, right?
Jonathan, I need your signature here for proof of pickup. Yes. See, I'm basically done with you, and her phone just got here.
There you go.
Smiley face. We in a good mood today.
I was able to find parking right away.
You know what it is? The way they do it now is very smart. They give everybody the time, so it's not the rush of everybody all at once.
I had to wait too long for this one to come. I really did. I had to wait way too long. I'm glad, and they claimed it was because they were afraid. I'm sorry. They claimed it was they were afraid that terrorists were going to strike or something.
Your email address?
I'm just going to look at the Apple Watch.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So I heard somebody saying that they didn't like the screen or something like that. They said, oh yeah, well, the screen wasn't as nice or something. So I don't know about none of that. I think it looks good. I don't know. I'll have to use it to see how I like using it in the dark and stuff like that, and how I like using it in different lighting situations. This is the new gold color. Yeah, it looks just like the other ones. In fact, I didn't even realize they didn't have a rose gold last time. But I went straight for the space gray anyway. So you've got these people who are really butthurt and upset online. Oh, why you gotta buy that? Why you gotta buy that? But the thing about it is, like, these things have way more battery life. Because I mean, 2 hours more battery life is really nice. And on top of that 2 hours more battery life, you're also getting obviously a larger screen, because my iPhone X, even though I didn't have a problem with the screen size of my iPhone X, having more battery life is nice. So these are new Apple Watches. Are you Apple Watch showing?
Sorry?
Are you showing Apple Watches?
You want to look at it? No, the Apple Watch trials are on that table.
Oh, the trial's over here. Yeah. They finally made it bigger.
Sir, if you want to try them on, these work. Power on. These don't. Oh yeah, if you want to try them on.
This is the small face one, right?
No, that's the big one.
That's the big one?
It's the small.
Yeah, that's price too.
That's the 34. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It seems small for the big one.
You get bigger screen size. But yeah, the size of the watch is so.
Like on my wrist.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Which one?
It'd be nice for a watch.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Got EKG sensors and everything. Yeah, so basically I'm blowing my entire YouTube check on this phone alone. So so I'll have to come back for one of these. My entire YouTube check. EKG sensor. I see, the crown has a haptic feedback to it. I heard about that. These are none of these have the red line, so that means that these are not the cellular enabled ones.
You should receive it in a couple of minutes. If for any reason you want to return the watch, you have 14 days.
Feels good. Feels really good. I definitely want one. I want one because of the EKG sensor and because obviously it's more advanced than the one that I've got right now. But I'll probably wait till my next YouTube check and then come by and get one. Oh, he has the black sport band. This one works, right? How about the latest Samsung watch? Where's that at? I haven't heard about it. I haven't seen it. Oh, that should pipe. I like that. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done. Got what I came for. Gotta go home and unbox it. Video about how to turn off or hard reset your iPhone XS Max just in case it fails on you. Now before I start, let me just show you. I got my XS Max, but I haven't gotten home yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a really quick video about how to turn off your XS Max if you have one. So you'll notice that there's the up button, the down button, and then there's the power sleep wake button, right? So basically it's very simple. All you do is you have to push 1, 2, and then you push 3 and you hold it. And what that'll do is once you push 1 and 2, that'll put it in the mode to turn off when you push 3. If you normally push and hold 3, it'll come up with Siri, as you can see. But you have to get past Siri by pushing 1, 2, and 3. So watch, it's very simple. 1, 2, 3, hold. And it's gonna hard reset within 10 seconds. There you go. And that's it. So now you let go and you push it one time and it goes back on. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And it's actually funny, the reason why I'm making this video is because when I bought my iPhone X and when I had my other phones before that, I've noticed that a lot of people end up coming to my video in order to figure out how to turn their phones off or how to hard reset them. And I've gotten a lot of hits on that because one thing I've noticed is Apple doesn't include a very simple instruction that tells you how to turn this thing on and off. So as you can see, the XS Max boots up really quickly and it's right back, ready to go. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to go home and unbox my iPhone XS Max 512. As you can see, this is a 512 gigabyte. I just spent like $1,600 or some shit like that on this thing. Now I'm about to go unbox it. So thanks again for joining, and hope you have a good time with your iPhone. And remember, iPhones stand above Galaxies. Never buy Galaxy, never buy Android. You gotta stay where the luxury is. Max. And in iOS 12, there's a new feature called measurement. And the measurement feature allows you to tap one button and you can measure. Like, let's say I want to measure the top of this MacBook. All you got to do is push this button right here. You lock onto the edge of that MacBook right there. You lock onto the edge as soon as it figures out where the edge is. It'll lock onto the edge. Then you hit plus, and it gives you a yellow dot, and then you just move the phone. And as you do, it is measuring right there to the edge. And then if you want to stop right there, push it again, and now in augmented reality, you see the edge measured 12.5 inches, just like that. I can do it again. Let's look over here. Let's say I want to measure the edge of this, and I want to go from there to roughly about, let's say right up until about this wire. And boom. That measurement as I left it. Well, I kind of lost the side, but I can do it again because the problem is I'm on this wire. But that's the point. 32 inches from one side to another. Let's do it again. Let's see. I want to measure from here to here. So watch this. One, you're right there. Look at that. One, boom, to the other yellow dot. Boom. 7.5 inches. And that's why I like iPhone. Now this one has a battery in the middle that'll last for 2 hours longer than this one because this one has a bigger battery. This one also has up to 512 gigabytes, which means you can record video for up to 10 hours in 4K. But you can actually do a little bit more than that. The only issue is whether or not you're going to finalize the video in the iMovie app that's on the phone. So this iMovie app is what I love because it makes it so you can easily make 4K videos without having to use a more powerful computer. The new metal side is gold this year, so this is the new color. They have other colors like silver on this big screen, and they also have space gray, and they have white, I believe. So the new screen looks actually pretty good. It's very crisp and nice and everything. But the prices on these things are high as hell, so not everybody's going to be upgrading this year. And of course it has Face ID, which scans your face in order to open up. But I'm still upset that it doesn't have Touch ID because I felt Touch ID with the fingerprint sensor was faster.
The iPhone have a program? Yeah, so what do you do? Just give us back your phone and we give you?
But as you can see, everybody came to get their phones and they're doing their upgrade process nice and smooth. Happy everybody is. When we leave here, what we're going to do is we're going to go by a Samsung store and we're going to take a look at the difference between this store and the Samsung store. Okay? I think that's fair, right? We're going to take a little bit of the difference in measurement between this store and whatever sells Samsungs. I don't even know who sells Samsungs. I think they sell them at like White Castles or something. I don't know. But let's go find one. Let's go find a place that sells Samsung phones. Look at that. Look at that. On my way out. Oh, wait a minute. This is a goddamn parking lot. Well, everybody looks so happy in there. What happened to? Where's the Samsung store? Let's see how happy everybody is in the Samsung store. Look how happy everybody is. Is he? Oh, excuse me. Everybody is like so excited and happy. All that energy. You see, Samsung, I want you to take a good look, Samsung. This is what $1 trillion company looks like. Someday you might get there if you stop making washing machines and phones that explode. But I just want you to take a real good look, Samsung. Because you ain't never gonna beat us. You ain't never gonna beat us. Let's go find the, Let's go find the parking lot. So we can figure out how we can get out of here so we can go get some 4K video with the iPhone XS Max. Look how happy everybody's so happy with their iPhone. She's got an iPhone. Look at her iPhone. She's happy. I got all these people, they're on their way to get their iPhones. That kid right there, he's happy because he's got his Purple Rabbit, and I'm pretty sure his Purple Rabbit has an iPhone. I mean, Samsung don't know what this means. They just don't know. It's a T-Mobile. Okay. Oh, Talk and Fix. Yeah, this is where you buy Samsung phones at, from mall kiosks. I don't know, damn Samsung phone. I gotta find a Verizon or a T-Mobile because I'm having too much fun with this. Look at this. Everybody's so happy. I gotta figure out where to park. I know the exit should be like here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's behind me. So it's okay. Now I know how to get in here and out of here. I think what I'll do is I'll go by a Samsung store randomly, and we'll check and we'll see how happy everybody is in the Samsung store and how exciting they are for the Galaxy 9 and the Galaxy Note. But they really should be excited for the Galaxy 9 because T-Mobile's giving them away just to get people to, buy T-Mobile service. Look at me. Does Samsung have bags like this? I don't know. I don't think they do. Do they have products like that? I don't think they do. They might.
Yeah, obviously.
Everybody's so happy. I mean, what's amazing more than anything else is how easy the entire recording process is. I mean, we got iMovie, and Galaxy phones ain't got iMovie. And notice how I say Galaxy phone. I don't even bother saying Android phone, because besides Galaxy Samsungs, I mean, there's no other Android phone worth thinking about. Samsung really does sit at the top of that market. Problem is, that market sucks. That's just what it is. Yeah, look at this beautiful 4K 60 frame per second footage. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody looks so natural. Everybody's so natural and everything. It looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. I heard that Samsung phones have been exploding lately. Is there any truth to that? Have Samsung phones really been exploding? Because if they have, I'm gonna be clear to stay away from them. Damn sure to stay away from those things. I don't want to get burned. Okay, excuse me. Yep, Samsung. See, Apple makes that whole process. I just walked right in, stayed a little while, had fun, checking out the cool phones, and then you just walk out. You know? Isn't that amazing? It's amazing that the process is so streamlined, unlike some other companies I could name. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's get on that. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. I gotta put my Apple product where it's safe. And I know the Samsung Galaxy people, they're upset. I know. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be upset. Oh, yeah, well, you're not able to properly analyze value when you see it. You're not able to actually understand value when you see it. You're just another Apple sheep. Yeah, well... listen, we've got thick skin, because at the end of the day, it's like nothing you say really matters, you know? We've got pretty thick skin. How the fuck do you get out of here? Oh boy, I hate these places. Okay, let's see, back up just a little bit. Let's go on home and unbox that bad boy. Let's go unbox that badass $1,600 phone. I think the only thing that bothers me is when there's a terabyte version, that thing just might be $2,000. It just might be. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fire up the computer so we can get prepared to make a backup copy of my iPhone X. So we gotta get the Dell computer running. Got this 34-inch beautiful curved monitor. Now, here's the thing. The problem with the iPhone XS Max is you've got to use the Infinity Gauntlet to help you to unbox this son of a bitch, because this thing, there's so much power in this thing. There's just so much power in it. Until if you don't use the Infinity Gauntlet, you risk burning your goddamn fingers. I mean, this thing can kill you with a snap of the fingers. However, there's more power actually in these iPhones than there is in the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, even with the Time Stones and the Soul Stone and everything, it's like even with all this power right here in the Infinity Gauntlet, you still have to beware of this iPhone. This thing right here is magnificent. Look at this. We've never seen a Galaxy. We've never seen an LG. We've never seen any of these goddamn Android phones. We've never seen anything with this level of power. So all I'm saying is you have to be very careful with your unboxing. And I would recommend using the Infinity Gauntlet to unbox one of these things, because they're just so powerful. You know, these things right here, let me tell you a little quickie story before I unbox it. Because, you know, a lot of people have done unboxes, but only few people understand how much power is actually in these things. One thing you got to understand, these iPhones are so powerful that these things actually control the minds and the hearts of Android users. I mean, just seeing one of these is enough to make them angry enough to type stupid fucking comments all over the internet just because they're angry at the fact that, you know, Apple users are so happy today that they're able to make their pilgrimage to Apple. And let me also tell you, I mean, these phones control so many people. I mean, they figured out a way to make you drop $1,600 on a goddamn phone. Let me tell you something. These things right here, these things are second in power only to some of the holy books on the planet Earth. So without further ado, let's get started on the unboxing. Using a small blade of some type and the infinity gauntlet, what you want to do is you want to go across the edges of this thing, and you want to be very, very careful and very, very precise. Well, there's a couple of ways to do it, but, you know, cutting is just one way. But you got to be very, very careful because the amount of power in this phone, if it gets out, it could kill you. So you got to be very... But let me put this down because I'm almost afraid to open this damn thing. I'm almost afraid to open it. In fact, wait. You know what we're going to do? We're not even going to use this blade because the problem is if this phone senses that it's under attack, its built-in armor and defenses could attack you back, and they could actually kill you. Very quietly, very calmly. What we're going to do is we're going to peel this. See this right here? We're going to peel this very calmly, very quietly. I'm going to peel this thing. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, 5 fucking 12. Okay. We got the plastic off. We got the plastic off, and we didn't even need to use the power stone. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Shh. Okay, wait. Okay, there's nothing in there. We're safe. Okay, wait. Oh, my God. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Very carefully. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. You remember in, what was that movie? Space Odyssey, when the early humans found that black tablet and it advanced the entire race of early humans to what we are now, where we can build shit like this, like things from future space aliens, the power that they control. We now ourselves, we control it. This is what we've been waiting for. This, as humanity, this is what we've been waiting for. Now, there's been a number of Galaxy phones and a number of Androids that have come before this. But this right here, this is what we've been waiting for. This right here is like the return of Jesus to Earth. This is what we've been waiting for. Look at this. Headphones. I notice that there is no dongle. And they've been selling dongles, but I never actually needed one because I use wireless Bluetooth headphones. So let's put that back in there. Holy shit. Okay. Well, first of all, let's take a picture. Because if anything happens to me, I want the detectives to know what happened to me. Let's clear this out, take a picture. Let's take a picture. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look how powerful this is. Look how powerful this is. Only the infinity gauntlet can contain this kind of power. We're going to push the on button. And we're going to see how much power we can siphon out of this soul stone right here. One push. Okay, nothing. Okay, we're going to do it again. I'll push it and hold for a few seconds. So, oh, holy fuck. Okay, it came on. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm afraid to touch this damn thing. Wow, look at that. Oh my God. Everybody be careful. Everybody, shh, quiet. Be quiet. We have to set it up. We're gonna set this thing up. We're gonna go through apples very carefully. We're gonna go through apples. I may have to take off the infinity gauntlet. I'm going to have to take off the infinity gauntlet in order to go through the setup process. Wish me luck. If anything happens to me, tell my Filipino scooch I love her. I was afraid that I was actually going to have to use my big old desktop computer in order to set up my new iPhone. And it turns out that I didn't even need to use my big desktop computer because Apple already thought of that. What they've done is they say that with near field communication, you bring your old iPhone near your new iPhone. And as soon as you do that, the new iPhone tells the old iPhone to back itself up. And when it tells it to back itself up, it immediately goes towards the newest backup from your iPhone X, and it takes that information and it ports it over to itself. And since this iPhone in my left hand is only 256 gigabytes, but this one in my right hand is 512 gigabytes, it's able to easily take every single tidbit of information out of the iPhone X and put it towards the new iPhone X Max, XS Max, I should say, iPhone XS. That's absolutely brilliant, and it's done pretty much the exact same way you set up your brand new Apple Watch. And I absolutely am astounded that Apple came up with that. Fantastic, beautiful. I love it. It's so much better than anything on the Android market. I will never buy an Android phone because their stuff is just so, it's just not as good. Somebody might have wanted to ask the question, wait a minute, how did you just shoot a video of yourself transferring files from the iPhone X to the iPhone XS Max? To which I show you what I did was I used my iPad to transfer a video that I shot on my iPad from my iPad to my iPhone X so that I could finalize the video in 4K on my iPhone X. And all I had to do was use that beautiful feature right there, AirDrop. And all I had to do was touch AirDrop one time and it automatically sent the video to my iPhone X. And that is the reason why my mobile devices stay in the Apple ecosystem. I'm not one of these posers who's going to buy an Android phone and then an Apple Watch, or buy one of these fake-ass wannabe iPhone-looking Android phones, like those horrible phones that I saw when I was in Asia. I would never do that. It's only Apple for mobile. You have to stay in the ecosystem. It's not that you're trapped in the ecosystem. It's that by staying in the ecosystem, all of your stuff recognizes each other. And when they recognize each other, all of your devices are able to instantaneously connect to each other as if you're in some grand network. It's absolutely amazing. You see right there, the phone sensed that I have two phones that are nearby. And all you got to do is hit one of those two, and it will automatically transfer this video, or however many videos that I've selected, right from this iPad to that iPhone. Now, ain't that freaking cool? So as it stands, there are a couple of new features that have been introduced in iOS 12, and I'll just give a quickie rundown of just a few of them. One of the newest things is screen time. As you can see, screen time breaks down your time to explain to you just how much time you've spent stealing memes on Facebook or reposting already posted memes on Facebook. And it also talks to you about creativity, which could be how long are you shooting videos or how long are you actually doing something constructive. And then it also talks about productivity. Now, productivity and creativity, I have to really look into it to figure out what the difference between those two is as far as screen time is concerned. The Apple Watch feature, obviously, my watch is not on my arm, so right now it's not tracking my current exercise, movement, or standing time. And as you can see, this piece of news clip right here, as they've designed it, allows you to see how Trump is doing his best to defend Kavanaugh, which is amazing because I always remember how what it used to be was you'd have professionals who would always say, quote, I am afraid that I cannot further comment on an ongoing investigation. Meanwhile, you got this dumbass Trump attacking a victim and talking all this shit. But he's not a professional and he's not presidential. We already know that. The guy's a troll. He's a troll just like I am. So, you know, you just got to deal with it. App looks a lot better. And as you can see, the stock app, my BLOZF, which is one of my marijuana stocks, has it went down and then it started going up again. If you look at the overall trend though, I told you a long time ago that I bought in at 15 cents. That was a long time ago. But if you look at the overall trend, this is what it looks like. We hit 2691 before 2.691, and that was close to the high, but the high was actually like 2.83 or something like that. And I really thought that it was going to explode right then and there. The problem is then the government, of course, they fuck up everything. They fucked up Bitcoin. What they did was they started some bullshit where they said, oh, we're never going to legalize marijuana. That Jeff Sessions and that piece of shit president. But anyway, sooner or later, they'll be out of there and we'll get our marijuana legalization. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are pro-marijuana legalization. I've never smoked a shit in my life. The only thing I'm concerned with is making money off of all the thousands of shares that I've purchased. Hundreds of thousands of shares I've purchased. But anyway, I digress. This is the look of the stock app. It looks very good. It's very crisp. Oh, let me show you one more stock. How about Nike? You remember when all these stupid assholes were talking all that shit, all those moron racists? Oh, I'm going to burn my Nikes, blah, 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 blah. You remember how Nike dipped? Remember how it dipped? Well, look where it is now. That shit is fucking higher than ever before. You see that? This is what happens. You people, some of you people out there think somebody gives a goddamn about your fucking opinion. Nobody cares about your opinion. And Nike sure as fuck doesn't care about your opinion. See that shit right there? Let's go. I want to see it closer. Look at that. 1 month. Remember when it dipped? Remember when everybody was talking all that shit? Fox News was talking all that shit? Oh, yeah, well, Nike fucked up. They made a big mistake. Yeah, well, guess what, motherfuckers? How much of a mistake did they make when this is, I'm sorry, it's hard to zoom in, but look at the mistake that they made. This shit is higher than ever. Fake ass news journalists. This phone is still downloading updates, but I want you to just take a quickie look at what we got. We got capacity is 512, and even after it's downloading most of the shit that I got available is still 496 gigabytes. Now, on my 256 with 4K 60 frame per second video, I only really had about 200 gigabytes to use, and that gave me the ability to make roughly 4 hours of 4K video finalized on the phone using iMovie. Now, I could have probably squeezed more recording time out of that, but I don't like finalizing off the phone. I like finalizing on the phone. This way I don't have to go through a computer. Now, you really think about it, when you're on vacation, it's easy to finalize videos on the phone. All you got to do is plug it into a wall and let it finalize while you're asleep. So even if it takes 2 or 3 hours, you're asleep, and as soon as you wake up in the morning, it's ready to be uploaded to YouTube, which is how I dealt with using the internet in the Philippines and using the internet in South Korea. But right there, I got 496 gigabytes free. Now, eventually, Apple is probably going to release a terabyte phone, but I don't think that's going to come for another 2 to 3 years. God knows how much that's going to be, unless flash memory gets cheap fast, but I really don't see that happening. So we'll just have to look forward to it. But I probably will not upgrade again until there's 1 terabyte open, because obviously I need these phones for my YouTube account. Siri and all that stuff is already turned on. It says optimize iPhone storage, but when you've got this much space, you really don't even need to worry about that. Upload photo stream, upload burst photos. Burst photos I usually take by accident. Shared album, cellular data. If you want to save your cellular data, you turn that shit off, so this way it's not uploading over your cellular data. Transfer to Mac or PC, you want to do that with the automatics, possibly. View full HDR, obviously. So basically, this is easily the most sophisticated camera on the entire phone market. Now, somebody's going to probably make another phone. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, well, we got a phone better than the XS Max. Yeah, it may come out something better. But the thing about it is, these things are 12 megapixel sensors. They really don't need to be much higher than that. But this is the thing that I was talking about. Now, some people say, oh, yeah, well, the only reason why you're upgrading is because I don't even know why you're bothering to upgrade, because the screen's not that great, and blah, 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 fucking blah. So anyway, the reason why I upgraded, obviously, is because this is my main recording camera, especially when I go on vacation, obviously. 4K at 60 frames per second. They talk about how much space is used by video. When you record at 1080p HD, First of all, the phone is able to finalize videos much, much quicker, and you can easily share on Facebook and most social medias because they don't take 4K video yet. However, when you record 4K 60 frame per second video and you upload that shit to YouTube, which I'm basically doing to future-proof some of my videos, especially my travel videos, 400 megabytes with 4K at 60 frames per second. And that's how much a minute of video takes. So when I'm taking 4 and 5 hours worth of video, well, you just do the math. Now, this is not, I don't think, a hard number, but it is an estimate. 400 megabytes would mean that every 2 minutes, you're basically using 800 megabytes, which also means that every 3 minutes, you're using 1.2 gigs or something worth. But the thing about it is I think it gets compressed when you actually finalize the video in iMovie. So it's not 100% that number, 400 gigabytes. But the thing about it is, you know, I've run out of space if I try to finalize more than 5 hours because there's other things on that 256 gigabyte. But now that I got this bastard, this big-ass 512, I can literally take 8 hours of 4K video at 60 frames per second. Now, my Korea video has, one of my Korea videos about Korean red light district, it's almost to 2 million views. My Philippine videos didn't get a lot of views just yet, but I'm pretty sure there will be more because even with my Seychelles video, I didn't get a lot of views right away. But I'm thinking about traveling to Dubai again and going to Maldives. And I'm also thinking about eventually going to Buenos Aires and Uruguay. And I'm also thinking about doing a trip to Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam. And with a phone like this, I can easily record the entirety of those trips, throw them on YouTube, and sit back and relax and catch those royalties. I can't really demonstrate it right now. FaceTime has had improvements where you can have up to 32 people in a FaceTime talk session. And the person who's speaking is the one who gets the audio turned up and they get potted up so that you can hear them. There's a number of features that have been added in with iOS 12. There's been a number of tweaks, like for instance, the keyboard is a little bit faster. They talk about 50% faster, 70% faster swipe to camera, especially considering the new processor, this A12, which of course you're going to have some Samsung person, oh yeah, well Samsung makes this part for this and they make the screens and yeah, well guess what? The one thing they don't make, losers, is iOS 12. And no Samsung phone has iOS 12, which is the reason why I won't ever be buying one. So on top of that, we've got new filters and emojis, text effects, shapes, messages, things that have been done with messages. It's a lot of stuff. They also trimmed up the notifications so that if you get a bunch of notifications coming in from, say, Facebook, all of them will pile up on top of each other, especially if it's a bunch of messages from the same person. Like if your girlfriend keeps on texting you trying to figure out where you are and you're hanging out with some other scooch somewhere else. They have the new Do Not Disturb, where if you go to sleep and make sure that none of these assholes are calling you at night and shit when it's like 12 o'clock. Listen, if somebody gets into a car accident, I really don't need to know about it right now. I'd rather just keep sleeping, okay? You know, and please, by the way, there's certain people who like to call me and tell me about their medical updates and shit. I don't need to hear whether or not your blood pressure goes down, up, left, right. I don't need to hear whether or not your cousin is locked up in Sing Sing. I don't need to hear any of that shit. Right now, I'm trying to get my sleep next to my scooch, and I'm trying to get my sleep, and that's all. Augmented reality. One of the things of augmented reality was the measurement app, which I showed you. And we all know augmented reality can be used on just about any device. So it's really nice to see new features that are making use of augmented reality. That's really cool. I think augmented reality is ultimately going to do better than virtual reality because a lot of people don't want to give up their peripheral vision. You got new photo changes and everything. And you see that they have new CarPlay navigation support, contactless student ID cards. Basically, they want you to use your phone for everything. Now, I have been getting a lot more use using my phone to make payments on most things, especially like when I go out for lunch, Subway, this, that, and other. I'll use the app or I'll use my phone entirely to pay. And that really comes in handy sometimes because sometimes, let's say you need gas or something and the cash register at 7-Eleven will take gas, or let's say the cash register at BP, let's say they'll actually take your iPhone as payment. A couple of times I've left my wallet and I was able to use my phone. And there are some people who specifically go out with just their phone rather than their wallet, and they see how far they can get, and they do their own little experiments. But I've been getting a lot more use out of my phone, specifically because I like building up my frequent flyer points towards my next vacation. So I've been practicing paying everything using my phone. And thus far, it's been working pretty well. And I think there's a way to pay using your Apple Watch, which I haven't really tried yet. To my knowledge, I haven't really tried that. Thus far, Apple iOS 12 is making me very, very satisfied. Thus far, I'm having no issues with it. This new iPhone has a battery that's up to 2 hours more than the iPhone X. And I should be able to easily blow through an entire day and come home with still 30 or 40% left on my battery, despite heavy usage. So if you want to know about the features of iOS 12, you can come and you can read about them yourself. Long journey was done, and I reached the Apple Store, and I got my brand new Apple iPhone XS Max. A little girl came up to me and she says, "Are you happy with what you've done? Are you happy that you satisfied your cravings to get rid of half of all of the Android users in the world?" And I looked at that little girl in the face and I said, "Yes, my dear, I am. I'm satisfied. I'm happy for now until the 1 terabyte version comes out." That little girl, Gamora, she was a nice little girl. But, unfortunately I had to sacrifice her too because, she got in my way when we were online and everything. But I got rid of her. But this is it. This is it right here. This is the XS Max 512. All of the videos that I do past this video will be coming off this phone right here. This phone that I'm holding, the X, is on eBay. It's about to sell because I don't need it no more. I'll never need it again. I'll never see it again. And for right now, all the power in the universe is right here. All of the power ever that God ever gave man, far beyond Androids and Galaxies. It's all right here. And I'm just thankful to have it in my hand the way it is. Thank you so much, Apple. Thank you, $1 trillion company. And all of you clones out there who keep trying to make phones that look like Apple iPhone, I just want you to understand that with a snap of my fingers and a lawsuit from a lawyer, we're gonna make half of y'all disappear.